everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, it's a showdown between two teams with the same record on the year. It's the Falcons going up against the Seahawks. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
It's real easy to express how much you love about Julio Jones' game because when you watch him perform, you see a little bit of everything. You see speed, you see strength, you see the power with the run after catch. But what you don't see is the work he puts in during the week, and you also don't see this. A #1 receiver, one of the best in the league, that doesn't act like a diva.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second down now after the pass completion. They go play action with Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Bobby Wagner's one of the more fluid middle linebackers in the NFL, able to range deep in coverage, also able to rush the quarterback both inside and off the edge, and is an absolute tackling machine in the running game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
So, partner, next time we see this coach, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy. Get what you can and be prepared to kick the ball away.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
First down, this is Rawls. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The numbers for Rawls from a week ago. 13 carries, 55 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here we go now. 3-19. Hurry up, here we go. 56. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. 3-19. Over.
He'll drop to throw. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, and that is incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 82 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he gets this inside 35-yard line. And it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much rumble.
Play clock winding down. They'll set up a throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gold. It's the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's
described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us.
You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. And Charles' field goal took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me, about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They'll points in a lot of ways. That's a win for the defense.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They haven't had success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up, get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Ryan to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan, ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with two.
Even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Down, Ryan. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it.
Now loose football. The ball comes out.
Knocked for a teammate, comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've owned once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progression and someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we move our focus to Thomas.
Absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's
big guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he will yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate.
It's complete to Lockett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also leads.
Just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PA, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right, because it took off. I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry. Now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive with a run by Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be to earn 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Good job there keeping player of the week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning defensive player of the week, you must have made a spectacular plays. Mixed in a few, but most of the plays we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold,
all said than done.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
they're going to look to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
For them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to that play. He did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yards to play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting
the contact. The ball rolled free and brings up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't get over, right? Didn't create another team. Right for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for to stay.
Now let's go. 3-19.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he will finally outside. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a seat, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Seahawks haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Falcons have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll those highlights. Now 1st and 10, Clark's going to take down the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. First and 10. Lewis has got the catch here, and he'll be tackled at the 41-yard line. Continuing on the drive, under duress, and the pass is picked off. Falcons will end up returning it for a touchdown. Falcons go up by 11. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. For the second half kickoff, let's get you back up to Seattle and Brandon Guy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Rawls, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On the ground, Rawls. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So Rawls appears to be shaken up. He remains down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It's out, it's loose, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down. Ryan, this will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And out of bounds on the other side across the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Now back to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Watch that in, tight end right. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And Going to give this time to the tailback. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Back at it. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's got it to make it 27-13. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
To throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. To throw is Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a first down following that long gain. Again, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now it's Ryan. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, your 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help set this one away. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.